Most writers fail, not because they can't write, but because they believe lies. My name is Simsola Ogoyinka, and I'm here to bust the five biggest myths keeping you from finishing your book. Myth number five, real writers don't need help. This myth thrives on pride. Many writers think if I ask for feedback, I will look weak, like I'm not a good writer. Let me bust that myth for you. Writing is solitary, but publishing is communal. Every great book has been edited, critiqued, and improved through a community. And I can give you some examples. Famous writers like C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien belonged to a group called the Inklings. It's a critique book group. It's a critique group called the Inklings. Editors at publishing houses shape manuscripts. In fact, when you submit your book to a publishing house, a group of editors, if it is a big publishing house, you can have up to 3 or 4 different editors working on your book at different stages. You have the line editor, you have the structural editor, you have a proofreader, and just like that. So, those great books that you see got a lot of help. And the truth about this matter is that writing groups, beta readers, editors, and classes, courses sharpen your craft. Now, I'm going to ask you to take one step, one action step. And that is, you need to join an online writing community or workshop. Find one. There are so many good ones out there. Even free Facebook writing groups can help. You just Google, just go on Facebook and check out the writing groups that are there. There are tons of them. And I also now accept members on my channel. So I want you to join my team, and I will be very honored to have you join other talented creatives like you on my channel. All right. So remember that your story matters. Your words matter. Don't let fear or feedback or critique or rejection silence you. Let's go to myth number 4. Good writers never write bad first drafts. That's not true. That's so not true. This one, it kills perfectionists. And perfectionism is the first killer of first drafts. I've done 2 videos right now on first drafts, and you should go check them out. So let me bust this myth. Every good book you've ever read began as a messy, sometimes terrible draft. The difference is revision. So, here are some quotes from some 2 great writers. Anne Lamott says, the SHITTY first draft principle. There is something like that. And Hemingway says, the first draft of anything is garbage. Believe you me. So, the truth is that you can't edit a blank page. You need to write something on it. So, here's a strategy for you. Separate drafting from editing. I keep saying that, and I've said that in my videos as well. So write messy, polish later. Okay. And watch those videos on the first draft that I wrote. They are very deep and very insightful. And I want to challenge you. Write 1,000 words this week. Just write. Don't edit. Don't do anything. Leave it for 3 days. Then come back with your editing eyes and you can now polish it. I want to encourage you. Your first draft is clay. Editing is sculpting. All right? Okay, let's move on. Myth number 3, you have to wait for inspiration. If I had $1 for every time someone said, I'll write when I feel inspired, I'll be a billionaire by now, not just a best-selling author, honestly. The truth is that inspiration is unreliable. If you only write when motivated, you finish nothing because a lot of things compete for your time and attention and inspiration as well. So, the truth is that discipline creates inspiration. And I'm going to show us how you can discipline yourself to become inspired. Like athletes, for instance, do they wait to feel inspired before they train? No. So they train and then the inspiration comes as they are training. And the same goes for writers. So here are strategies that you can use to get your inspiration up and become very motivated to write. So you need to create a ritual. What I mean by that is that you get a place and a time. Same place, same time, consistently. If you want to do that every day, which is recommended, or every other day, consistent. Train your brain to know that it's writing time. And you have a place where you go where you can write and you will not be disturbed. And then you have to keep something called an idea dump. I call it a treasure chest, your writer's treasure chest, which can be a notebook or an app or a file on your computer that you have saved, I call it a treasure chest because it is where you drop ideas, you drop thoughts, you even drop random dialogue. Dialogue plays in your mind, you quickly put it in there. On the days when you feel dry and you don't feel like writing or you don't feel like doing anything, just pull up your treasure chest. When you start reading through it, you'll be amazed how inspiration will come quickly. And here is an example, a good story for us to learn from. So Maya Angelou rented hotel rooms just to train herself to write in a focused environment. She didn't wait for a muse, she didn't wait for a gem or anything. She stepped out and did the training by herself in a quiet, nice place. If you can afford that, yes, do it. Get a hotel room, maybe just for one day, just to get your juices flowing, and you'll be amazed how much you will achieve. So, here's a mini exercise for us. Write for 10 minutes, write for 10 minutes without judgment. Just write, free write, you find inspiration chasing you. By the time you just sit down, just focus and write. Okay? Now, if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, this is a good time to do so. And click on the join button right beside the subscribe button so you can enjoy perks and, potentially get one-on-one coaching with me. Myth number 2. You need tons of time to write. Now, how many of you have said, I'll write my book when the kids go to bed? Or I'll write my book when the kids are grown and they leave the house? Or I'll write when I retire. Or I'll write when life slows down. I'm very busy right now. The truth is that most authors juggle life. Toni Morrison wrote before work and after putting her kids to bed. Many best-selling writers have day jobs. I do too, you know. So shift your mindset quickly. It's not about more time. Hmm? It's about consistent time. Let me repeat that. It's not about more time, it's about consistent time. 15 focused minutes will beat an hour of or a day of procrastination. So here's a practical strategy for you in beating procrastination. Use the Pomodoro technique, which is a technique that you set a timer for 25 minutes and you write. Now, you can take a break if you have more time, take like 5 minutes break, set the timer again for another 25 minutes and you just write. By the end of the day, you've written for like 50 minutes or 1 hour. Also, you can try the 500 word a day challenge. And by the end of the month, you have 15,000 words. All right. So here's a quick math that we can do. Let's do a really quick math. If you write 300 words a day, which is just a little bit above a page, you'll have a 90,000 word novel in under a year. How cool is that? How cool is that? 90,000 words. That's a big book. All right. Okay, so let me encourage you real quick. You don't need a sabbatical. Hmm? You just need commitment. That's the truth. And last but not the least for this video of myths, at myth number one, I have writers are born, not made. Uh, 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 uh. So I started writing when I was 10 years old. And maybe I was a little talented. I mean, I liked to write. But it wasn't that writing that got me to where I am today. I needed a lot of work. So great authors are not born with perfect talent. In contrast, there are so many authors, and I can count them off my fingers and off my toes. Writers like Karen Kingsbury and Max Lucado. Yes, the one, the Max Lucado, Stephen King, J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling is one of the most successful authors of all time. With her Harry Potter series, she even became a billionaire at some point, you know, from writing. So, but if you look at these authors, they were rejected multiple times. Go read up on them. Max Lucado, Karen Kingsbury. I personally have been rejected so many times. In fact, I submitted a book once and this book had won an award, but I self-published it. So I was thinking, let me publish it traditionally. And I submitted it to a publishing house, and they rejected that manuscript flat out. Like they said it wasn't good enough. It wasn't even that they were not taking that kind of story or anything. It was like, no, 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 you go polish your book. So rejection is a part of growth. All right. So writing is a skill, like playing the piano or cooking. So no one is born knowing structure, pacing, dialogue, or world building. These are learned. So you may enjoy writing, you may have a talent to write, but you need to, you know, learn the craft, learn the technique. So here's a practical truth. Talent may be the open door, or let me put it like this. Talent may open the door, but the craft and your persistence keeps that door open. So don't say I'm talented or I'm not talented. Believe you me, many people who did not have half of your talents are doing very well with their writing. So here is a quick tip. Start with short practice. If you feel you're not too talented, just start with a short practice, daily journaling, free writing, short flash fictions or short stories or blog posts. You can write poetry here and there. And like that, you will build up your skill. And of course, like I say, take a course, take a class, watch my videos. Some of them are really, really, really teaching how to write and what to do, you know. And there are some other amazing videos on YouTube that you can watch or on podcasts that you can listen to across board. So I'm going to throw a quick mini challenge to us now. And that challenge is write 200 words today, even if you think it's bad. All right? Hmm? Write 200 words. 200 words is less than a page. Now, you may not be born with the skill, but believe you me, you can build it word by word. All right, let me do a quick recap of what the myths are. So, at myth number 5, which says real writers don't need help, I say they do. We really do. Writers need a lot of community and a lot of help, and you, as a writer, should join and get one. Myth number 4, good writers never write for bad first drafts. We know now that first drafts are messy. So that is a big fat lie. The best of the best writers have bad first drafts. And at myth number three, you have to wait for inspiration. With a beautiful treasure chest, you don't. Just pick on your treasure and you will see a lot of good things to write from. Myth number 2, you need tons of time to write. Consistent time, not more time. Consistent time, not more time. All right. And myth number 1, writers are born, not made. And that's not true. It's not nearly true. It is not close to true. Writing can be learned as a skill. So don't let myths kill your dream. You have the power to build skill, find time, create discipline, embrace messy drafts, and connect with a community that lifts you higher. If this video encouraged you, subscribe to my channel and watch other videos in my Right to Live Forever series. Comment below which of these myths got you or trapped you the most. And share this video with a fellow author who you think would need it. I mean, I think all authors need it. And then remember, I have memberships now available on this channel. Just click on the join button, which is right beside the subscribe button, and let the real fun and growth begin. And don't forget, your words matter. And when you write, you live forever. Till the next video, thank you so much. God bless you.